Hey everyone! In this video we're going to be taking a look at theme in The Outsiders. This is really going to help you as you're digging into your independent novels and you're looking for those theme statements that we're going to try to brush up on. So our objective for the lesson is going to be identify and support a theme statement using textual evidence. And then our question that we're looking at is, what does the main character learn? What realization do they have? Or how do they grow across this text? So that's a really big thing to try to measure, but we're going to try to find some textual evidence to help us support a theme statement that I've come up with. So one big thing that we need to cover before we actually go into the text is the difference between topics and themes. There's a very clear difference, and sometimes they can get confused. So topics are often mistaught as being themes. There are things like love, revenge, hate, all of those kind of big, broad one words. Whereas themes often incorporate topics. So as an example, the text that we're going to be looking at today that I've chosen fits this theme statement of family is the most important kind of bond. Theme statements are typically tied to that specific novel, whereas topics can be found in several different novels. So, kind of clearing up that out of the way, we're going to get started in our selection. So, the portion that we're going to be reading, or I'm going to be reading, is coming from towards the end of the novel. So we've kind of seen Ponyboy go on his journey already, and we're learning a little bit about what the most important aspects are of this story and what the audience, or us the reader, should be taking away from this story. So Soda, Derry, and Ponyboy are all together. They're sitting, and Derry and Ponyboy are kind of fighting back and forth, and Soda has just kind of had it, and he kind of recedes into himself, and he kind of gets sulky, and we're going to see that really come through in the text. So as we're reading, we're going to pay attention to this theme statement that we've come up with. So, Soda shrugged. I don't know, I can't stand to hear y'all fight. Sometimes I just have to get out, or it's like I'm in the middleman in a tug of war and I'm being split in half. You dig? Derry gave me a startled look. Neither of us had realized what it was doing to Soda to hear us fight. I was sick and cold with shame. What he said was the truth. Derry and I did play tug of war with him, with never a thought of how much it was hurting him. Soda was fiddling with some dead grass. I mean, I can't take sides. It'd be a lot easier if I could, but I see both sides. Derry yells too much and tries too hard and takes everything too serious. And Ponyboy, you don't think enough. You don't realize all Derry's giving up just to give you the chance he missed out on. He could have stuck you in a home somewhere and worked his way through college. Ponyboy, I'm telling you the truth. I dropped out because I'm dumb. I really did try at school, but you saw my grades. Look, I'm happy working in a gas station with cars. You'd never be happy doing something like that. And Derry, you ought to try to understand him more and quit bugging him about every little mistake he makes. He feels things differently than you do. He gave us a pleading look. Golly, you two, it's been bad enough having to listen to it, but when you start and try to make me take sides, tears welled up in his eyes. We're all we've got left. We ought to be able to stick this out against everything. If we don't have each other, we don't have anything. If you don't have anything, you end up like Dallas. And I don't mean dead either. I mean like he was before. And worse than dead. Please. He wiped his eyes on his arm. Don't fight anymore. Derry looked real worried. I suddenly realized that Derry was only 20, that it wasn't so much older that he could feel scared or hurt and lost as the rest of us. I saw that I had expected Derry to do all the understanding without even trying to understand him, and he had given up a lot for Soda and me. So in here, Ponyboy has a lot of realizations, right? He has the realization of how much Derry and Soda love him, how much they've kind of given up for him. But remember, we're really looking for this theme statement of family is the most important bond. And it is really clearly shown in one specific section. It's right here as Soda's kind of already gushed his heart out and he's going to try to make one last big plea. It says, golly, you two, it's bad enough to have to listen to you, but when you start trying to make me take sides, tears welled up in his eyes, you're all I've got left. We ought to be able to stick together against everything. If we don't have each other, we don't have anything. If we don't have anything, we end up like Dallas. That really helps us get this foundation for our theme statement, that family is the most important kind of bond. So I hope that helps you as you're looking for your theme statements in your independent reading novels this week.